sometimes you just gotta admit when you're in the wrong and you can do better and you can step it up. So this is for keeping it real. I hope I don't regret it. Sorry for the rough angle. But I'm on my way to Layton to pick up some stuff for my Harry Potter party. You're probably like, what's going on with your face? I've been crying, and this is one of those moments, you guys, where we just, like, we gotta keep it real, and we gotta be honest with you, because I feel like sharing in the hard times is just as important as sharing the good stuff. And we have so many good things to say and to share and, like, to help people with, but we're human, and we also deal with some really hard things. So here we are. But Brian and I just had I don't want to say a fight because we weren't fighting, but a difficult conversation. And this started because I had a dream that he cheated on me. My fear is that we don't work out or whatever, and I will have sacrificed a lot and changed my life around for nothing. And I'm sure Brian feels that way too. Like, he's got skin in the game. He's, financially investing in us and our future, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that he thought he was going to get in his next relationship that he didn't from being with me. So all that to say is I'm not the only one in this relationship. I get that. This morning when I woke up, I was crying from my dream, and I went down to talk to Brian, and he was laying down on the couch downstairs, but, like, had his pillow from upstairs, and, like, obviously he had, like, slept there, which obviously, like, immediately I'm like, oh my god, what's wrong? He's like, I didn't sleep, and he hasn't been sleeping, and I'm, like, crying, and I'm like, I just had a dream he cheated on me. Just told him, like, I think I had it because you've been really distant, and I feel like Brian, like, through the week, like, hates me, and then during the weekend, like, he's good and it's fine. But yeah, just even like the last few days, I feel like he's been extra distant, and, like, I try to touch him and he's not really, like, having it, and so I get so in my head of, like, okay, what did I do wrong? Like, what's he upset about? Running through all of the decisions throughout the day, which is, like, I don't know why I do these things to myself. I know it's not helpful, but I also don't want to ask him, because I used to be that way at the beginning of our relationship. I would be like, hey, is everything okay? Like, you're off. Like, Brian is very, like, really, really great, and when he's upset about something, he just shuts down. I feel like so many men do that, to where they just, like, they don't want to talk about things, and they don't want to bring it up, so they're just like, I'm, whatever, I'll just shut up and put up and, like, focus on work, which leaves your partner feeling like, again, what did I do wrong? So I used to ask a lot, and it would just be like, nothing. So I've been trying to know that Brian is an adult. He's a grown man. If he has an issue, he needs to bring it to me. And until he feels like he needs to bring it up, like, he needs to deal with his own stuff on his own, and I can't be constantly, like, trying to get him to communicate, because that's not, like, healthy either on my part, because sometimes there really is nothing wrong, or he just needs to process it on his own. So anyway, so I haven't been asking him, even though I've been noting and clocking that, like, he's going through something. And so that's when he shared with me, like, he's like, yeah, like, I do feel like you are not putting in the work that I thought you would into the YouTube channel. And you know, most times when I like see you or talk to you, like you're on your phone, you're on Instagram, and you know, I thought at this point you'd be putting out multiple shorts a day, like you would have a whole plan of videos you want to record. And he's basically saying like, I just feel like you're taking advantage of me, because you're like, oh great, like this is a free ride, free ticket, like he's paying for all my stuff now, and I just like, I can relax. Which, you know, was Brian's fear going into this, that would happen. I didn't think it was at that level, sincerely. Like, there's nothing that's been missed. Like, we do a long form video every Thursday, we do short, like we do our Monday motivation, Truthful Tuesday, our story time Saturday. Anyways, like all of our timelines and things are being met. But he is right in the sense of I haven't gone above and beyond by any means. Like, and his points are valid. Like, I haven't pulled multiple videos a day. Like, and I know if Brian was in my position, he would be doing those things. Brian is just like, he's a different breed, but it's tricky because, you know, he does expect everybody to be that way. And, you know, like, I feel bad. I don't want him to feel like I'm taking advantage of him. You know, like that makes me feel like shit, obviously. And I also have been going through a lot of stuff mentally, like some pretty serious depression, because I am at home all day, and I feel really isolated. I feel like in my head a lot of the time. You know, my life's just it's not what I thought it would be. So I feel like that I don't want to make excuses, and that's what I told him. I don't want this to be an excuse, but I have been really struggling mentally, and I feel like that puts me in zombie mode, you know, where I just like shut down. And I love Brian so much, so much, and I know he goes through a lot that he never talks about, and he works so hard. But I also know, like, the financial thing is, like, weighs on him, and he's so concerned about retirement. I hate him having to pay for me, like, sorry, Laura. I don't want his money. Like, if I had my way, I would be making my own money, and that's so much easier. That's so much less pressure and stress on our relationship. But I also know this is the way that, like, we're gonna set ourselves up for our future. And, you know, maybe this is the pressure I need to, like, really execute and really commit, and just, like, really dive in. Like, the whole premise of this was to do this for a year and see where we're at. So we are about 3 months in. So I just need to lock in for the rest of the few months. And God, it's just, if you guys ever think like, oh, like they are great, like they don't have any problems, like, please think again, because we are human and everybody goes through something like this at some point. And I know the situation of, like, the man being the provider and the female, like, you know, whether it's taking care of the kid, women provide in a different role, you know, traditional roles. So I know this is something that probably somebody out there can resonate with, and feeling this way. And, you know, men, I hope that, you know, this helps you maybe see your wife's perspective, if this is something that you've talked about, or, you know, had issues over. I hope that this doesn't come across as ungrateful. Thank you for being here. God, I'm such a baby. Thank you for watching. I'll never not be grateful for all of you, and like we really do get so excited about all of the comments, and we truly love you. If you're spreading love on our channel, we are spreading it right back to you. We love you, and this is for keeping it real. I hope I don't regret it.
Oh my God, pull yourself together.
Sometimes you just gotta admit when you're in the wrong, and you can do better, and you can step it up. So really none of this would be possible without Brian, and he has been extremely generous. I do want to prove it to him that I do sincerely care and appreciate everything he does and how he helps us, and that's my mission for the next little bit, is just to really dial in, and all of you get to benefit because there's a lot of content coming your way.